The Assistant is another one of our AI-powered tools that lives on our desktop app as well as here on the mobile app. Ultimately, it's an AI chatbot that is fully educated in veterinary medicine and is capable of assisting with a variety of administrative tasks. Tap on the magic wand here to get started. You'll see 3 pre-written quick prompts. These buttons are a way to store frequently used prompts so you can preload the Assistant with just a tap. Use the pencil button on the right to change the quick prompt. This is handy if you need to write a quick client communication on the fly. If you'd like to start with a custom prompt, tap on Ask for Something Else to begin a thread. The app will begin dictating what you're saying. Simply speak your request into the app and hit Stop Dictation when you're done. This will submit the prompt or request to the Assistant. The Assistant's job is to work at accomplishing whatever task that you provide. For example, let's ask it to write a surgical report. Write a surgical report for a soft palate plasty on a 3-month-old feline named Charlie. Surgery went as expected, however, guarded due to intraoperative hemorrhage. The Assistant is now processing the request and will draft a response according to the prompt and all of the details I provided. Here is the result. From here, feel free to use the buttons on the upper right of the message to copy the text and paste it elsewhere, or send the message to your note inbox to work on later. Remember, this is a back-and-forth conversation. If there are any edits you wish for the Assistant to make, simply hit Start Dictation and ask it to make the change. It's best practice to keep a single thread pertaining to a single patient or situation. When you're ready to move on to another subject, tap New on the upper right to start a fresh thread. The Assistant is also accessible through our desktop app. It works fairly similarly to the mobile app with a user-friendly interface that not only allows you to dictate your prompt, but also type or paste your prompt and context directly into the text field. To access the Assistant through the desktop app, click the plus symbol. At the top of the window, click Assistant. The text field at the bottom of the page is what you'll use to start the conversation. If you'd like to paste any information into this box, hit Ctrl-V as in Victor if you're on a PC, or Command-V if you're on a Mac. Your quick prompts are also accessible through this window, as well as Talkatoo. Talkatoo is a macro tool that lives on our desktop app. It allows you to save large templates or prompts to easily apply them to any text field on your computer. Talkatoo can be applied to the Assistant by clicking Insert Talkatoo. Think of this as a way to store larger prompts to preload the Assistant with information. A great use case for this might be to create a Talkatoo for an email template that you often use. When you insert the template into the Assistant, you can then ask the Assistant to help you alter the template for a particular case. Remember to provide as much context as possible. This will help the Assistant complete the task to the best of its ability, ensure accuracy, and prevent any hallucinations. The Assistant does its best work when you provide everything it needs to fully understand the task at hand. When chatting with the Assistant, use this button on the top right of any message to copy, or this button here will save the note to your note inbox. Click New on the upper right corner to start a new thread when you're moving on to a new topic or patient. Click the arrow on the upper left to go back to your previous thread. Finally, be mindful that the history of the Assistant clears when you restart the app. Please be sure to copy and paste your work before moving on to another task. The Assistant is also available in your note inbox through our web app. Open any note and scroll to the bottom. Start a conversation with the Assistant by typing your prompt here. You can use it for anything really, but most importantly, it's able to help with questions and tasks directly related to the note above.